everybody, thank you so much for clicking on my video to watch. Today is day 4 of my 5 days of fall, where every single day I do a new makeup tutorial. 5 days in a row starting on the first day of fall. For this look, I went a lot simpler than the rest. I made the eye look really easy, did some faux freckles, and a really bold lip. I thought I would put in a more simple, everyday kind of look into the mix. So before I hop on into the video, please remember to subscribe, click that little bell beside the subscribe button. That way you guys get notified every time I upload a new video. Also be sure to like this video if you enjoy it, and if you'd like to know how I got this look, then please just keep watching. Since I'm not doing much for the eyes, I'm going to start off with my face. I'm going to use my L'Oreal Infallible foundation. This one is in the shade 420. I'm going to apply it with a damp sponge. I haven't really been putting on primers recently. Sometimes I do, but I just feel like a lot of them are pointless, and unless they're actually doing something for my makeup or my skin, then I just kind of skip out on them. The e.l.f. putty primer that I used in yesterday's video, I really liked it when I tried it out, so I'm excited to keep using that one because that one definitely smooths out my fine lines and fills in my pores. I am using the Covergirl concealers today. These are the True Blend Undercover concealers, and I'm going to use the shade Golden Ivory to highlight my face, cover up my dark circles, and then I'm going to use the shade Warm Honey to contour. I really love these concealers. I've been using them since they first came out, but when I initially bought my concealer shade, I got a shade that was way too light, and I still use it. I just always mix it with a different concealer. Just recently I got a shade that better suits my skin. I'm going to use the same sponge. By using a concealer to cream contour, it really blends out a lot nicer and smoother rather than a foundation stick or a contour stick. I find that I typically will have to use an oil with my contour stick if I'm using one of those, but with the concealer, it blends out so easily. So I used this blush in yesterday's video, and I may have used a little too much, gone a little too overboard. But this time I'm only going to use a little bit, and I'm going to make sure I put it on before I put on any powders. This is from Rare Beauty, and it's in the shade Love. It's really, really pretty, but I have to make sure that I just use a little bit. I'm just going to use the other side of the sponge. The sponge has so many different sides. That's why I love it so much. Not only does it blend your products nicely, it has so many sides, and it's super affordable. It's from e.l.f. It's just called their face sponge. Just to set everything, I'm using Covergirl's Clean Professional loose powder. This one is in the shade 105, and again using the same sponge. Okay, for bronzer, I'm using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Really just warm up my face. Okay, before I do the rest of my face, I am going to do my eyes really quick. I'm keeping it really, really simple. So I'm just going to go into my Sigma Warm Neutrals Volume 2 palette and take this shade called Toasty for my crease. I feel like if you're going to go light on the eyes, you don't really want much on your eyes, I think a crease shade is always a good idea. It really just ties the whole look in together if you have just a little bit of color on your eyelid. I'm also going to run this shade along my lower lash line. Then I'm going to take the shade Henna, which is the deeper warm brown in the palette, and just focus this on the outer part of my crease and flick it out. This is also a little hack that I do to really lift and open up the eyes. So if you just place it in that spot right there, you can see it just makes such a difference. One day I was just doing my eyeshadow, and before I connected the outer corner, I noticed how just doing that really lifted my eyelids, and I have hooded eyelids, so I need all the help that I can get, and now I've been doing it ever since. Okay, I'm finally going to try this out. It's Kat Von D's tattoo liner, but it's in the shade Mad Max Brown. I've had this for a while now, ever since it came out, and now I'm finally going to get the chance to use it. So I'm just going to create a winged liner with this. I always start at the edge of my eye and just flick it up. And then just connect it and drag it down like that, and then I just fill in the wing. It's definitely a really dark brown. It almost looks black. And I am also going to bring it onto my inner corners to create a little bit of a cat eye. All I do is just make a tiny little triangle on my tear duct. And then taking this eyeliner from Wonder 2, it's in the shade Essential Brown, for my lower waterline. I put my Ardell 105 Glamour lashes on, and now I'm going to do some faux freckles for this look. I'm just going to use this gel liner from Peel. I got it in one of my boxy charms a while ago. Really any eyeliner, liquid, pencil, eyeshadow, eyebrow powder, it all works. Whenever I use a pencil, I just like to press firmly down, give it a little twist, and take it away. then I pat it out with my finger just so it fades away a little bit and kind of blends it out. And then for highlighter, I'm going to use Anastasia's loose highlighter in the shade So Hollywood. I like to put my highlighter, and if I'm using a powder blush, also my blush on top of my faux freckles, because I think it makes them look a little bit more realistic that way if they're sitting underneath the products rather than on top of them. Since I use a liquid blush, I'm just going to do the highlighter on top. Now to finish off with the lips, I'm going to do a nice deep brown. So first I'm going to go in with this NYX lip liner in the shade Brooklyn Thorn. I just recently got it and I haven't swatched it yet, so hopefully this is a nice deep brown. These are one of my favorite lip liners, the NYX suede ones. Glide on so easily and they last all day. I have a few lip crayons from Bite Beauty and I'm not sure which one I'm going to use, but I think I'm leaning towards this one called Midnight Rye. I think that's kind of the brown I want to go for. Yes, I think this is the winner. Also, the tattoo liner looks black to me. I don't really see the brown. I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay guys, well that is it for the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe or leave like this video if you did enjoy it. Come back tomorrow for my final 5 days of fall, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.